coast of Britain are cities where lives are shaped by the sea.
Gets the heart going a bit.
Each city is a gateway to the wider world. And around each city, thousands of people work in jobs that touch all of our lives.
Lovely to meet you.
Whether it's keeping us safe or keeping us smiling.
Yes, my love. Don't spend your bus there, will you?
Jobs that keep the nation afloat.
We're at call 24/7, 365 days a year.
From clocking on in the morning to relaxing after work.
The seaside beckons.
Around the shores and rivers of their hometowns, water brings people together. On the northeast coast of England, Sunderland is getting a new landmark.
It's been a great experience, something not to be missed.
Along the River Wear, maritime links are still strong, for industry and for people.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ship is open.
And the crowds drop in for the air show.
It's a seaside jump, they're always special.
Massive structure, 2.5 miles up the twists and turns of the river. A job 2 years in the planning.
This is quite exciting because not something of this size and magnitude we haven't taken up river before.
Baber Abidi is going to pilot the pylon to the construction site.
It's got to be done, so it'll be done.
But he's got to squeeze the precious cargo under the city's existing bridges. The tide level in the river has to be just right. It'll be a close shave. At 4:30, Baber is ready to go.
All looking good so far. Just waiting for the moorings. Once the moorings sorted out, the barge jumps into place, and then we're on our merry way.
Position on starboard quarter.
Baber is coordinating 2 tugs pulling the pylon up the river.
operation all the way up to the site. I think it took about 2.5 hours, something like that, and just under 3 hours to get there and be stationed on the site. But to me, it looked like half an hour. And yes, to come out with pleased with myself, well, yes, I have a part in it. A big part, which is the centerpiece.
The port of Sunderland has welcomed seafarers for hundreds of years. One woman is keeping that tradition alive.
I'm preparing to visit the ship and to bring them along some gifts and some useful things that they may need in the cold weather. And then I have a little tape on here, and this is called, what I love it, You Raise Me Up. And just one thing, you raise me up.
Sister Mary Scholastica opens her mission whenever a ship docks in the city, caring for sailors far from home.
Somebody put that on the internet with the Pope, giving the Pope the shirt, and I got it framed. And it's amazing all the people asked me to do a copy for them. They love hoodies, and they love with the hood on, because when they come out in the cold, if they're the cook and the chef or that, they love that, and with the zip on, and they zip it on, and they're beautiful. The most important thing we can give to anybody is our time. So I lived here in Sunderland for 59 years in this city. So there's very few people I don't know. Very well, thank you.
Sister Mary is stocking up on mobile SIM cards.
5, 6. There you go. Thank you, Margaret. All the best.
Thank you. Look after yourself.
Thank you.
By far our best customer.
That's on.
Today, she's visiting the crew of the Celis, which has been unloading wood pulp.
That's good. Lovely to meet you. Lovely to see you back again. No problem. Thank you. Hello. Nice meeting you again. I give them another top up on the card that they can use it.
Sister Mary hands over the mobile SIM cards so the crew can have vital access to home and the internet.
Are you on Facebook and all of that?
Yeah.
Yes, that's great. So you're on, so you're on Facebook and all of that. My nephews have me on, and family have me on WhatsApp and that. And all these bits are going, and these pictures are going, and all these things.
She brings a lot of love, lot of nice reaction. Everybody's happy here, so I think it's a good idea. Yeah.
Have you been on the ship before? Have I met you here before? Haven't I?
Yeah.
I have. That's right.
Sister Mary is very generous. She brings much present for like toothpaste, everything. Yeah, for winter clothes.
Cold here in the northeast, but in the colder still in Norway and Sweden, I would imagine. So I have brought you some nice warm clothing.
Thank you.
I brought you t-shirts, and I brought you some lovely gifts.
Very generous. Thank you.
Tesco's shelves would be empty if we hadn't seafarers to fill them. We'd have no food in the shed. You wouldn't have those beautiful trainers and shoes and everything like that if we had no seafarers. The Lord will probably retire me when he thinks I should retire, I think. I will do it while I'm able to do it, and then I will be able to roll my boat ashore.
Bye-bye. See you next time.
And thank the Lord for the opportunities, many opportunities and blessings he has given.
Sunderland was once the world's biggest shipbuilder, but all the yards have closed. Today, young people need to find work in other industries, like crane building. Malcolm Smith started in the shipyards in 1974. Now he's passing on his engineering skills to the apprentices here at Lieber Cranes.
Basically what we're doing it here, we're laying the pallets out with a fork truck. We're setting a little bit of an obstacle course up, right, for Tony for this cherry picking course. The pallets is getting laid out, just to give a little bit of an idea for the lad when he's driving around, putting a few obstacles just to make things a little bit awkward for him.
Tony Armstrong is 19 and in the second year of his apprenticeship. Today's test, mastering the art of the cherry picker.
Now you fire up.
Yeah.
All right, you happy with that?
Yeah.
I'd like you to lift us off the ground.
Yeah.
Just, you know. Just a joystick, you know. All right?
Right.
Space invaders. All right? No bother.
Before my time, that one.
No, never mind before your time. Super Mario. You know what bounced out of the basket?
You had the other day, man.
I'm a human being, not a monkey. Right, I can't hang anywhere. Oh, now he's getting tighter for you. Now he's getting tighter.
I know.
Hey, why, man.
Easy.
Remember the wood, touch that wood and that's it.
Tony's got safely around the obstacles. Now it's time to gain some height.
Nice and easy. Fingertip control. Treat it like a woman. Aye, treat it like a woman.
I'll try, Mal.
Very nice and gentle. I'll tell you what, that's that. When you're 60 foot up in the air, you can't be too cocky, you know what I
That's
mean?
it, like Mal.
Because there's only one way and that's down. I think we've got an audience. Eh?
Just a
All
bit
right,
like
we've got a few visitors.
Aye, aye.
Yeah, I never thought I'd get a job as David Attenborough. Look, man, look here.
So, has Tony done enough to pass?
And I must say, congratulations. But you have passed that course for the cherry picker.
Good, Mal.
So well done on you. Eh? All right.
The wrong boxes, like.
Oh, well, I'd turn that over. You don't have to say that. I could have readjusted that later on. The camera wasn't even on that. Flipping hell. All right, then. Feel.
On the seafront, a very different challenge. For runners from across the northeast.
There's a camera just appeared in front of my face. It's me. I'm just going on from inspiration.
It's the Phil Tweddle created the run 20 years ago. Now he's president of the Strollers.
See you at the finish.
Today, he's taking the easy route.
On a training run, I would have taken the cliff top, the edge path. But if I was actually in the run, I would have taken the shorter route through the thick grass. Lead runners are coming along the beach now. Should be at the finishing line in a matter of seconds.
Come on, Wendy! Come on! Hi, Wendy! Come on! God, you look awesome. Well done. Well done.
As president of the club, I congratulate you on an excellent run.
The first win for me.
Win.
And especially for the strollers.
The strollers vest.
It's got to be the strollers vest for the strollers run.
Yes.
Hey, that was fun.
It's something the city should be proud of.
Just down the beach, a business that's been part of the seafront for decades.
There we go. Nice and quiet. Nice and silent.
Grant Selden runs the family arcade with his sister, and with half-term, he's hoping to be busy.
Get ready, get prepared for all the families and children coming in today and, you know, hopefully make some more money.
This was a big investment for us. It was all the money what we had and didn't have. Put all your eggs in one basket, and luckily it paid off. Yes, my love?
Things stuck in the machine.
Do you want, has it run out of tickets? Has it run out of tickets?
Has it what?
What are you asking me?
No, the toy things stuck in the
Oh, the toy stuff. There he is, man. I've been here since I was 4-year-old. It's 50 years, oh, 50, well, more than 50 years ago. Yes, love? Hello? Are you all right?
Yeah.
Lindsay and Grant learnt the ropes from their parents, who never took a holiday.
You always had to be open. You never had to be closed. You always had to be open. And he died on Christmas Day. And that day we was closed anyway. And it was like, you know, we haven't even had a day off. We didn't even get a day off. He knew, he knew. Don't spend your bus fare, will you?
We're just waiting for stock coming in this afternoon. I ordered it yesterday. I mean, the cranes are like, they're like random, so you can win a couple of toys very early on, then not win none for a little while, then win on an average time, but we have them generous. We have the cranes generous. Would you like to give value for money to customers?
The arcade is reliant on day trippers, coming to enjoy the seaside.
People love it. Get the buckets and spades, go out to the beach, come back when the tide comes in. You just love it, you know?
I don't like the sea. I don't go in the water, and I don't go on a boat, and I don't... No, I don't, no. I'd love to go on a cruise, but you'd have to go on the sea, wouldn't you? Oh, terrible.
This hidden passage helped men keep the lamp burning, whatever the weather.
When the weather was fairly stormy, he would use this the tunnel to get to the lighthouse.
Phil from the Sunderland Strollers Running Club is retracing steps he took as a child. At the end of this tunnel under the pier, his grandfather, William Emerson, the lighthouse keeper, was waiting.
He knew we were on our way, so he'd be waiting for us at the basement there, and he would bang the door, and so the sound would reverberate backwards and forwards through the tunnel, which was quite nerve-wracking.
It's been absolutely terrifying.
It was terrifying.
Yeah.
It also made ghostly noises as it got towards the end there.
The lighthouse is going to open to the public after a £1 million makeover. Phil will act as a guide.
Did a good job, lads.
Matt Story, who's overseeing the restoration, spots a chance to jog some memories.
Can you remember what sort of condition it was in?
Well, the last time I was in, it was like this. It was in very good condition. I mean, the tiles were perfect. The handrail could do with a polish.
Well, isn't that what you used to do?
That was one of my jobs. That was one of the family jobs. When my sister, my cousins came down to the lighthouse, which is on a regular basis, you were not allowed to walk up the stairs without polishing the handrail.
The lighthouse is still working today.
Here we are, Matt. We're in the light room. You can see the panoramic view from the windows here. And as a youngster, we used to have to come up here with grandfather and clean the windows. And couldn't reach very far, so it was difficult cleaning those windows and quite terrifying.
Oh, I bet I wouldn't like to do it.
I wouldn't like to do it now. It's
Yeah, that's fine, Dad. So you go to your guest, which is Stephen McCaffrey.
Is that cable all right like that, Judge?
Yeah, it's great.
It's a big day for the Northern Spire.
You can see the steel icon is slowly, gradually starting to take shape. Just to give you an idea of what's happening, there's some steel jacks on this side of the river which are very gently inching this cable here, and that's ever so slowly lifting the bridge into an upright position.
It will take 48 hours to stand the massive pylon upright.
Means that you can loosen some of the propulsion, but you cannot put it on freewheel, and then you can just drag it away.
There's an international team working on this new road bridge. Ben Dumm is in charge of the lift.
If the preparation is done correctly, then obviously you minimize chance on problems, but it's always possible that something is happening unforeseen. But so far so good.
And despite the bitterly cold weather, some people have braved the elements.
It's been well worth every minute. It's been a great experience, and one that I'll only see once in my lifetime. Something not to be missed.
Well done, thank you.
I thought I'd bring both the kids along and show them. You know, kind of it's a big engineering feat, and I think it's worth coming to see.
Ryan Dillon has made Sunderland his home while he works on the spire. He's monitoring the stress levels on the winching cables.
Morning's going fairly well and everyone's behaving as expected at this stage. To finally get this length after a hard year's work, it's nice to be here. It's not every day you see 1,500 ton doing point stuff. Yeah.
With every minute, the new bridge is taking shape. Day 2, and everything's going to plan.
14 months ago there was nothing in this river. Each piece of the jigsaw come together to make it successful. It's a massive milestone today to get this up.
The pylon is finally standing proud. Sunderland's skyline has changed forever.
What about the boat? Are you going to drop the mast or what?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I'll tell you what I was thinking about. Should we put the kettle on?
Good idea.
A good idea.
Today, the lads from Sunderland's Maritime Heritage Group are preparing to commemorate the achievements of a local hero with their hand-built warship, HMS Venerable.
He's a good man.
Stand beside it, have a look.
I'm just rolling it.
Take your cup off, take your cup off.
All right,
Stand beside it.
Chairman Tommy Rowe runs a tight ship.
No messing about. Come on, then, don't leave us all to myself. Come on. Where you been? You've been hiding. That's it.
They're reenacting a naval battle with the model of HMS Venerable as the centrepiece.
Lift!
This one's gone over in there.
Tell you what, these guys are just like clockwork. You've got to wind them up now and again. A bit gentle. That's a ramp bloody way. It's sideways, that.
What you doing?
That's sideways, that. What have you done? Go on, look.
The eyes are forwards.
Right, hold on, look.
Way away, away,
Welcome aboard the 74-gun ship HMS Venerable.
Anything to that, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Fairfax.
In the Battle of Camperdown in the 18th century, the Royal Navy clashed with the Dutch.
Steady!
Sunderland lad Jack Crawford heroically saved the Navy from humiliation.
Without a thought for himself, Jack Crawford, through a hail of shot and a broken jaw, climbed and nailed the colours back to the mast!
Crawford is remembered in the park, a stone's throw from where Tommy's performing.
So there he is, look at him. Still brave in elements. Well done, Jack. See that? The hero of Camperdown. He's the hero of Sunderland and mine Camperdown. What a guy. Good, Jack. If he hadn't done that, I wouldn't have been standing here like this. I might be standing here with clogs on, eating a lump of head and cheese and talking Dutch. That's what would have happened. And you can take that as gospel.
But Jack cried out, "Avast!" and the colours of old England he nailed up to the mast.
It's went really well. We've had the biggest crowd, they're fantastic, they're getting rid of the money, and we've never getting one boo.
Those links with the Royal Navy continue 200 years on.
Looks like the ship is about 3-4 miles out. So boarding the ship will be from the starboard side. That's what they were telling the launch.
Baber is here to navigate HMS Ocean, the Royal Navy's flagship, into the port. But first, he's got to get on board.
Good afternoon. Thank you.
Number 1 gun! Five! Number 2 gun! Five!
HMS Ocean is Sunderland's adopted ship. But this visit is especially poignant. It's the last time Sunderland will catch a glimpse of her, as the ship will soon be decommissioned. HMS Ocean is in port for just 5 days, with a hectic schedule. Today, the doors are being thrown open to the public.
It's last visit. It's historic. You have to come and have a look. Support it. It's good. It's nice to see the ship in.
So, Joseph, because we've only seen them far away at sea and it's close up, it should be great. Shouldn't it?
Well, because we know HMS Ocean is going to be decommissioned soon, and never been on a helicopter carrier, so definitely come for that.
Second in command of HMS Ocean is Commander Nick Wood.
All ready to go? Yes, sir. Excellent, right. That's fantastic. Should be busy all day, which is great. You all right, young man? Good stuff.
He's hoping for more than 8,000 visitors today.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ship is open. Please come in. Welcome. Have a good time.
And he's looking out for one particular visitor.
Did you see this come in? I mean, it must be incredible to manoeuvre in here. My son's a commander.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so you can say what you like.
Hello, Father. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Welcome. Welcome to
see
work.
You. Thank you. Tell me what you do. Show me what you do.
Nick's dad, Bob Wood, was brought up in Sunderland.
Where's the door?
And with friends is getting a personal tour from the second in command.
You're in the town centre, the back end of it.
Yeah, she's a bit of a beauty, isn't she? Yeah.
In the bowels of ocean, there's a lesson in how to navigate around the ship.
It's laid out in the same way as every other Royal Navy ship is laid out.
Yes.
2, 3, 4, 5, and then from there you go 01, 02, 03. So we're on 2 deck at the moment.
Yeah.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. I'm the captain. A very warm welcome to HMS Ocean.
That's quite a queue.
Hi sister, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
And Bob isn't the only VIP guest coming on board today.
I'm just going to take you up the vehicle ramp now, and I'll introduce you to the captain of the ship.
Sister Mary, a very warm welcome to HMS Ocean.
It's a pleasure to come on board. Thank
Well,
you.
it's a real pleasure to welcome you to Ocean today. So, and also thank you for all the fantastic work that you do for your important mission.
And on the bridge, a chance to sit in the hot seat.
This was fantastic. I've just seen views I've never seen before, and I'll probably never see again. Panorama vista is brilliant. And I've got to say that I'm so proud of my boy, because, to be honest with you, I didn't think he'd make it. I thought the first 12 weeks at Raleigh, kaput, you know, but he came back and he got stuck in, and it was brilliant. He's done so well.
31 years later, I'm still trying.
31 years later. Yeah. But he still won't pay for a round of beer, bastard like him.
Down at Sunderland Yacht Club, there's a battle looming.
All right, ready to go, lads, when you are.
John Robertson is the man to beat.
Go for it.
Now he's back home in Sunderland, everyone wants to challenge the Paralympian sailor.
I feel the tension rising now already.
Especially Gordon Spencer.
This is my last chance to try and win some races.
Heads.
You can't doubt his experience or knowledge. You just can't doubt it.
motivate everybody. But Gordon especially, because he's in the same sort of boat.
At the halfway point, it's neck and neck.
Want to make ground again, and we're catching John again.
Is he catching us up there?
Well, like I just say, we're a boat length away. Depends how big your boat is.
Queen Mary. In one race, we actually beat him.
Bit of these there, lads, bit of these.
John's going to get there before us.
Yay! Nice one, lads.
Well done, John.
Team.
Yeah.
John's reputation survives. On the river, Ryan's view is changing day by day.
Today we're installing one of the last cable sheets. They're basically protective housings for the main cable strands which to support the bridge. In the past couple of weeks, the whole appearance of the site has changed. It's got a lot of attention even locally because it's so visual and it's so quick. In total, I think there's 120 mile of cable going in. It should take you from here to Liverpool.
Okay.
And in charge of putting in all the cable which will support the bridge is 27-year-old Frenchman Julien Eckendorfer.
Viera la bobina que esté en la correcta posición, ¿ok? This pipe that you're seeing, the bottom part of this pipe is going to go over there, over the edge of the bridge. Keep going up slowly, keep going back slowly, keep going back slowly.
Julien's team are specialists who've been brought in from all over Europe to stress the cables.
Almost there. 5 minutes more and it's in position. I think all of our activities, the whole process, is can be a little bit dangerous. Push, push. Nothing should happen. Nothing wrong should happen.
Fingers crossed.
No, no fingers crossed. Eh? We touch the wood. In France, you touch wood. Finger crossed, it's actually bad luck in France. So it means I'm lying. So, and I'm not. Hey, caralho, puxa!
Eu puxo, mas é. Estás a agarrar na minha mão?
Every day, every minute, we are more and more closer to the target. Come to work for VSL, the best gym in the UK. I tried to pick up some girls with stay cable technology, but apart if she's not a civil engineer, it's not working so well for me. So. When you go around in Sunderland and people are asking you, oh, what are you doing? You're a foreigner, but what are you doing here? So, oh, I'm building the bridge. I'm doing the stay cables. It's very visual for the people and it's also impressive.
From its journey across the North Sea to the hundreds of people who've worked on the bridge, the Northern Spire now stands proud.
Well, I started it in 1974.
Well, you'd be finished soon then, wouldn't you?
No.
It's about time that you actually got a job done.
At Lieber Cranes, Malcolm is in the cathedral. Once, this huge shed housed shipbuilding on a grand scale. Malcolm is reliving old times with his friend Mark Nichols, who worked at a rival yard on Tyneside.
The biggest shipbuilding town in the world was Sunderland. Right?
Yes, but you didn't build them correctly.
The tonnage.
No.
The ships may have disappeared, but the banter lives on. And Mark has an ace up his sleeve.
Malcolm has a habit of getting his words back to front or his sentences upside down. And we actually came up with the Book of Malcolmisms because there's a person called Mrs. Malaprop who used to do the same. And Malcolm says to us one day, he says, Mark, he says, what do you call them people that read your mind? He says, you know how we man, he says, ventriloquists, that's them. Your job was hard. It was a long day. The pay wasn't brilliant. Right? The pay wasn't brilliant. No. But it was the crack with your mates. And it was the crack with your mates. And you made lifelong mates. That's the thing. I says, Malcolm, there's a mass meeting on. So Malcolm says, well, is that for everybody? One of the other ones was, there's no way you're as thick as me. Which I did say, hopefully I'm not. No, I don't miss the shipyards, but I miss the people.
What I do miss is the ships, minder. I love the ships. I mean, I like the stuff what we're building now. But when you used to see a ship, you know, on a ship launch, you know yourself.
Well, it's like anything else, you have to adapt.
Ah, you do.
They closed all the shipyards. They closed all the pits. So it was up to the men to adapt.
And they did it, you minder. Yeah. In all fairness, full credit to them.
I don't want to give too many of these away, but my book is actually quite full of them. There's another one. I want a minimum of one. It sometimes breaks a bad day when you have something like this.
It's a lovely day along here.
Matt Story and Phil Tweddle are back at the lighthouse. They're showing round friends who will be conducting tours of the building.
99% finished, we've just got a few things to do. This will be where we talk about the operation of the lighthouse, the history of the building.
Damage to the pier has delayed the opening, but the restoration of the lighthouse, where Phil's grandfather worked, is complete.
And are you pleased with the way the restoration's gone?
The restoration work is absolutely fantastic. I think my grandfather will be really pleased. It's brought it back to the way it used to look. He'd be over the moon. I mean, I give the workmen their due. They've done a really wonderful job in restoring the lighthouse. Certainly this room, it's absolutely brilliant.
And here you are, all these years later, and you're going to be cleaning the handrail, cleaning the windows, wiping the floor.
Back to childhood.
Yeah.
Yes.
The group will start their tours of the lighthouse in the spring.
I've always wanted to go in the tunnel and pier, so what better way of doing it is be a tour guide.
Opening this lovely lighthouse, it's quite exciting really. Once we get going and getting people through the tunnels and up in the lighthouse would be great.
What we're hopefully going to provide is a bit of excitement, a bit of darkened water as you get under the pier, and obviously a fantastic view. There's only one place to see the view of the sea, and that's from the top of the lighthouse.
In just a few hours, Sunderland Air Show, the biggest event of the year, will get underway. 500,000 visitors are heading into the city.
Guns. See you later.
On the ground, Laura Young from Sunderland City Council is coordinating live music acts and visitor attractions.
You're right.
only chance you to string it out for 8 minutes more. So if you can take that to 2025, that'd be absolutely brilliant. Oh, because we can tell the camera to keep on getting shots of it to go on the big screen.
Leave these bins.
Brilliant. Thanks, guys.
That corner there, please.
Yeah, 45 grand a year. I'll move bins.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Right, that's the time we're going on. See? Love it when a plan comes together. All good. All happy faces still.
You're looking forward to the end of the air show because it's quite a busy time, a lot of stress and a lot of aggravation. But it's obviously a time we take lots of money.
Yeah, I've never actually went 1 year, watched it in all these years. If I could get a year off, that'd be great.
On the seafront, Lindsay and Grant at the arcade are hoping to cash in on the airshow crowds by bringing in new attractions.
This is the earliest we could get this, which is an old game. Well, old is new. The old is new again, isn't it? So it's lovely. It is lovely, isn't it? It's lovely.
It's going to be a money spinner then.
Well, if it's not, it'll be going back. This is the one what we've had this season, and this is the Walking Dead, which is awful, but they're like that.
It could be the most profitable weekend of the year for Lindsay and Grant. But how much money they take is dictated by one thing.
If it rains on a bank holiday, then you're grumpy, which you don't want it to be. And it often does.
The rain means the flying display could be postponed or even cancelled. A tough call for flight director Ian Sheely.
The challenge today is the weather. We can't actually get aircraft to the display site or safely back to land at the moment. But they'll be there under their umbrellas, just hoping to see something fly. And if there's an opportunity, we will certainly get something in the sky.
Considering we all come from the south, predominantly from the southeast, we love coming up to Sunderland. We get very well looked after whilst we're up here. It's one of our favourite shows of the year, to be fairly honest. We all look forward to it.
With the cloud level still low, Frank Millerick and the Tigers parachute display team have had to sit it out.
What we're doing right now is just prepping the smoke. We're hopefully going to get a high jump today. So we're planning on doing a diamond formation with 4 canopies in a diamond shape, one at the top, one at the bottom, 2 in the middle, with a flag and blue smoke.
On the seafront, Laura is feeling more hopeful.
We're just waiting to find out if they've got enough the base clouds all right for them to drop. So what we've had to do, because the tide's coming in, we've had to extend the drop zone. So I'm just checking that our stewards and our site crew have managed to get the crowd off the beach and put it in place. It looks as though they have though, so positive.
Makes it look fat. He's been on the team for 25 years. I think it's his last year this year. He's going to get retired. Considering the amount of jumps he's got, he's actually not very good at it because he just flies around and kicking you in the face and stuff.
After a long wait, the Tigers are ready and broadcasting live on social media.
Going live, guys. Hi, guys. Probably Lieutenant Nance here. Now walking to the aircraft. So keep in touch. Any questions, please feel free to ask.
At Newcastle Airport, the VIP guests have arrived. And for Red Arrow's engineer, Mike Fleming, this event is close to home.
The Sunderland Air Show is only about 5 miles from where I live, so ever since I was younger I've always travelled up to the air show on my bike or walked up just to watch it.
Weather here, it's now 350, it's a northerly, so all the nines scattered at 16, there's no few at the moment.
David Montenegro, Red 1, the team leader, briefs the team. And even the Red Arrows can't plan the weather.
We can do 3 types of show dependent on the weather, and right now I have no idea which show we're going to do. It could be beautiful blue sky or it could be low-level clouds, so we're going to prepare for all 3 and then we'll go and deliver it in the air show. Check-in 05.
Back in Sunderland, prayers have been answered. The umbrellas are down and the skies have cleared. And is the change in the weather a big win at the arcade?
Yeah, it's been okay. It's been not too bad. Space Invaders has been really good for us since it's come in, and hopefully it will continue. I mean, the weather hasn't been great this year. You know, the figures are down slightly, quite a bit, but you know, overall it's been quite good. Still, we've had quite good crowds in. I don't know whether coming for cover or spending money. A bit of both, I think.
Hi guys, how you doing? All right?
How's it myself?
Yeah, good, thank you. Have you got yourselves tickets? You know, you can win the car. There's a raffle.
I wouldn't get in it.
You would.
Kirsty is an ex-Red Arrows pilot. Today, she's flying with the Blades, a display that needs a strong stomach and isn't for the faint-hearted.
From a pilot's point of view, flying our air show is pretty exhilarating. We do 32 manoeuvres in 15 minutes, so it's pretty non-stop. When we split up and then do all the aerodynamic manoeuvres, like the spins and the snaps and things, you can't do that in a jet aircraft because of the way the engine is built. And we've got a propeller on the front and we're very light, very manoeuvrable, so we can do all the really exciting manoeuvres. And at the end of it, you think, oh my God, what just happened? But I love it.
Mike Ling, the Red Arrows man on the ground, is ready to guide the boys in.
Ian here will give the green light to display once he is content that everything is safe and sound to go.
Mike is becoming the new Red 10 at the end of the season. And
this is my last Sunderland Air Show. I've been coming here for many, many years now. I've displayed here as one of the Red Arrows pilots, and I've been here every year as Red 10 in my tenure for the last 6 years.
How are you?
So it's very sad to be hanging up the red suit at the end of this season, and very sad to be leaving this part of the northeast, having been here so many times.
Today.
Sunderland, please put your hands together for the Royal Air Force aerobatic team, the Red Arrows!